Hi everyone, my name is Raymond. I'm here from Morocco. Many of you know that occasionally we will lash out on some of so-called colleagues of ours, but sadly that's just where many of the so-called repair shops are at this stage. So we just thought we'll just show you something rather than just writing a post or just talking about it on messages or whatever. So let's get to the story here. This is a Blu-ray drive of Xbox One. We have the whole unit of it. It came to us from Dublin, or from Naas to be precise, not Dublin. And yeah, the device initially, what it wouldn't do is it wouldn't take the disc. So if you put the disc in, it wouldn't take it, and if you squeeze it in, it obviously wouldn't read it either. So it was brought to another shop. It was actually a family friend of ours who initially contacted me, and I said that I can't really take it in at the moment, that I will do it at some stage. So they went ahead and brought it in a shop, We Repair, which is also based in Naas. So actually this is first time when we actually publicly disclose the name of the shop, but yeah, these guys definitely deserve it. And anyhow, this Xbox has never been opened before, so it had all the original seals before it went in to these guys. And yeah, they kind of butchered the whole thing. We had to use extraction tools to get some of the housing bolts out, because this is the one, like, they clearly used incorrect tool, so they basically messed it up. Nobody will open it with the right tool no more, so we had to extract it. We obviously extracted by the head rather than thread. So well, there is few of them like that on the clamshell, which we obviously replaced for new ones. That wouldn't be anything new. There is plenty of the shops who doesn't have the right tools, and they wouldn't invest in the right tools, so they just use whatever they have and keep wrecking other people's property. But enough about that. So we went obviously straight at the main issue, which was this fella here, which is the Xbox One Blu-ray drive. Now you might see some few things wrong with it by the looks of it. Yeah, before we proceed further, just want to say we haven't done a single thing to it, because we can't help this particular device unless we get another part back, which is actually paired with this device's motherboard. So we are waiting for that to happen, or either We Repair will have to replace the whole unit for my friend. But yeah, as you can see, there are a few things. This is daughter board, and or that's how they're referred to. It's basically a board which controls this Blu-ray drive. However, these daughter boards can only be repaired, they cannot be replaced, because they're paired to the motherboard, and there's currently no solution to repair another one. So the first things first, obviously we open and we seen that IC is missing here. That's one. Cold solder joints at the motor there, that's another one. And now all in all, that would be all fine and rosy. However, once we actually pulled encryption and matched the drive numbers, this is not original daughter board. This is some sort of a donor board, judging by parts missing, or alternatively they just took off the original one and maybe they had another one in and they mixed them up. But with this board, this Xbox will never work. Doesn't matter if this board is operating or not. Least to say that we obviously run few checks on the board, and this board is badly short in certain locations, starting from the motor and in few power supply chains there as well. So, but yeah, once we found out that this board is not from this Xbox, we just literally put it aside and contacted the shop. This Xbox is going back for them, so basically what I said to them on a phone conversation is that we're gonna send this down to my friend. He's gonna drop it back in, and either they bring back this machine in working condition, or they pretty much gonna have to replace the whole unit, because we very quickly found the original fault, which is, if you pay attention there when I'm sliding the disc in or out, the rollers are not turning, they're seized. So all these so-called professionals, all they had to do was take this board off, buy another Blu-ray drive unit, open that, take that board off from the one they bought and put this one in, and literally just shovel it back in the Xbox, and it would be working again. Now, what these guys did here is God knows what. With that said, I haven't seen the original board. I have no idea. Maybe the original board had some sort of an issues with it, or whatever the case is. However, the particular issue with which it came in was this not going in, or not being taken in, which is job of these fellas here and these long rollers. So that's the cause of it. Now, with that said, that just shows you guys operating a business for many years, and actually to when I said to this guy that this board is not original, his response was, "Oh yeah, bring it in, we'll replace it with another one." I was like, "What you mean replace it with another one?" He's like, "Oh, we'll put a new daughter board on it." I was like, "And how are you gonna do that?" "Oh, we have several of them." I said, "But you are aware that these are paired with the motherboard?" "Oh yeah, that's fine, we will throw other one on." I said, "How is that gonna work with a board which is not paired? Because that main board is not gonna see that drive, and it's gonna come up with an error," which is actually doing it now. Before this Xbox went into the shop, it was working, it was booting up, no issues whatsoever. Once it came back, it wouldn't boot, it went into recovery with error E100 or E101, which basically means that Xbox is giving out of this particular drive being there or not being there. And so what that means is that they basically unless this board, original board, shows up at their place, this Xbox will just go in a landfill, which is sad to see because it's an Xbox One. It's a fairly decent machine still, and still a couple of €100 worth device, or 100 something worth device depending on the specification. And now it's worth nothing. It's a door stopper. So yeah, but then we looked at their Facebook page there. If you look at their reviews, it would straight away give you some red flags there to not even go near that place, because like every second review nearly is bad, and they're fairly dated, even though they're still in operation, but there's no new reviews, nothing really. And even the bad ones, their response is kind of whatever. So yeah, this is going back to them, so they're gonna take it from there. As they said, they're gonna replace this board, and have a working Xbox returned to my family friend there, which all I can say is good luck to you guys, because that's not going to happen. You guys gonna either replace the whole Xbox or whatever you're gonna do, I'm not sure, but yeah, this Xbox without the original board, not gonna happen. Unless, of course, somebody decided to, after they already tried replacing the board, since they think that that should work, apparently, which definitely doesn't. But if they did and it didn't work, they maybe decided that they can use some spare parts from the original board, so replaced with this leftovers of a board, and call it a day. Which I hope isn't true, because then I don't want to even go that route, because I would have some words there to say about it. Anyhow, guys, that's the story about V-Repair in Naas. Few words to them is, well, actually I have two things to say to you guys. If you ever see this video, V-Repair in Naas, is, well, you should change your name from V-Repair to V-Wreck. Might suit you way better. And second, if you need to upskill on your own devices, don't wreck people property, because I bet you one day it's gonna turn around, bite you in the ass, and you'll get sued or something else. But yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Otherwise, here, go back to school, get some other education, do something else. All right, that's all, folks. Thank you.